Our Old Testament reading for November the 16th, 2025, comes from Isaiah chapter 65, 17 through 25. Isaiah can be looked at as two different parts or three different parts. Some talk about early Isaiah and later Isaiah. It's quite obvious that the second half of Isaiah is speaking to those who are in exile. If you look at this as right before the exile occurred, the destruction of Jerusalem, and then those who went into exile, then the timeline makes Isaiah incredibly old, or it creates a situation where those who write in the style of Isaiah are writing and continuing this writing. That's one way of looking at it. Another way is to remember that the exile didn't just happen at one time, but there were multiple exiles. In fact, in order to pacify the people, the rulers and the young men, those who would pose resistance, were already taken into exile. Those who were left were supposed to be a puppet government with the people there. And yet, they began to resist as well. And it is to those people who will suffer that final destruction of Jerusalem in the Babylonian exile is the first part of Isaiah. This is what has happened. Haven't you seen what's happened in Israel to the north? Don't you know that you've already gotten clear warning that you should change your way by those who are already taken? And so Isaiah warns those who are there to correct their path. And that's chapters 1 through 34. Then 35 and then 40 through 66. It's almost like Isaiah is now talking to those who are already in exile. And imagine what this is like. You are in exile, but you still have a home to go back to. You still have a place to go back to. And now you've heard about the destruction of your homeland. That Jerusalem is destroyed. There's no place to go back to. There's no, well, if I can only get back, then it'll be great again. Because there's nothing to make great again. It's been destroyed. And into this hopelessness and into this despair of watching the place that you call home gone while you're in exile, God speaks a word of comfort, a word of hope, and a word of new creation and new things. That even though you've seen it destroyed, it's okay. Because sometimes you've got to get rid of the old in order to bring in something new. Now, this theme of new isn't just in Isaiah 65. We have in Isaiah 42, see, the former things have come to pass. New things now I declare, and the people will sing a new song. Again in chapter 43, I am about to do a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Again, chapter 48. From this time forward, I will make you hear new things, hidden things that you have not known. And then in the text today, for I am about to create a new heavens and a new earth, and the former things shall not be remembered or come to mind. But be glad and rejoice forever in what I am creating. What is here and what has been destroyed and what we have looked at as gone, it's okay, because something better is coming, or a restoration is coming. I always found it interesting that the Bible has clear bookends. In the beginning, everything was made and it was all declared good. And at the very end, with the new heaven and the new earth, with God among God's people, everything is good. That which was will be again. There's a lot of time between that. But God will do something new. This is incredibly hard to hear, though. It's been, nearly 6 years since my wife passed. Suddenly. I see new things coming into my life because I know I can't go back to the way it was. We look at our society. The older we get, the more we think about certain aspects that we really enjoyed in the past. But we come to realize we can't go back there again. We can't suddenly turn back the clock. And there are some aspects of the past that we don't want to go back to. God is going to do a new thing for us as well. They had heard about the destruction of Jerusalem as this fresh wave of refugees comes in. They hear about the horrors and destructions that happen in Jerusalem. They begin to lose heart. But then Isaiah says to them, I will rejoice in Jerusalem and delight in my people. No more shall there be sounds of weeping heard in it, or cries of distress. No more shall there be in it an infant who lives but a few days, or an old person that doesn't live out a lifetime. The pain will end. God will restore things. And almost speaking to them as could have been said to those in Egypt, I know you've been in exile. And I know it seems like I haven't been listening. But I have been listening. It's just the time is not yet right for the new thing to occur. There are lessons to be learned. There is spiritual, emotional growth to occur within the lives of the community and within the lives of the individuals. But when the new thing occurs, then you'll know that I'm here. In fact, it says that before you call, I will answer. And while you are yet speaking, I will hear. Because right now in that exile, they feel like their prayers are on deaf ears. Sometimes we just go through the motions. Sometimes we struggle daily, wondering if it makes any difference at all. But God said it is making a difference. You are coming to that point, and when that which is new appears, it will all make sense. And you will know that all your questions are answered. In fact, the predator and the prey, the conqueror and the conquered, the victim and those that victimize, they will no longer be that way. But rather they will all share and all hostilities will end. If a wolf can lie down with a lamb, a predator and a prey can lie down together without any thought of hunger, without any thought of need, but just two animals lying together. Then things have changed. If a proud lion can put away their pride and eat straw like an ox and humble themselves, then all will be equal. And no one will be striving to outdo one another, to claim top of the food chain. It won't be necessary anymore. Because the one who deceives, the one who lies, the one who causes conflict, that snake from the Garden of Eden, will be crushed. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together. The lion shall eat straw like the ox, but the serpent, its food shall be dust. Because all injury, all harm, all lies, all destructive behavior will be ground to dust. And in this new creation, we will live together in peace with one another, as God originally intended in the Garden of Eden. We may still be on that long road to the new creation, but one day it will occur.